As again, we're just waiting on all the players to get in here. We still do have, you know, about a minute and change before the top of the hour. And even then here at the IGL, players usually have about a 10-minute grace period between, you know, the start of the top of the hour in order to start the match. We've got all the members of Roadkill Asylum in here. We're just waiting for Hugh to join back up, and there Hugh is. We've got a little less than a minute before the top of the hour, but let's not waste anyone else's time. I'm gonna give the ready up to the players and get this series underway. So we have all 6 quickly making their way to the pitch. They're ready to go, and I hope you're ready to go. It's game 1's kickoff here between Roadkill Asylum and Emerald Esports. Very early opportunity for Atona, sending this one quickly out of the corner. But it'll be Mike to send it right on back off of the near post. And now a quick counterattack going back the other way. Jumping in the box is Lachlan and Wade. It's still there at the near post. A little slow to clear that one away, and this could get punished, and that's exactly what Pori tries to do, but Atonis with a big save to keep that one out. Oh my goodness, fantastic early pressure here coming out, and finally it finds its way in the back of the net off of an awkward own goal, forced there by Mike's initial touch, goes for the second, hits it right to Lachlan in the middle of the box and finds its way in the back of the net. That's the first goal of the series here in favor of Emerald Esports, just 29 seconds into game 1. The series might move very quickly, as we've seen here. Top of the box, Atonis wide open net and sends it wide of the far post. Counterattack. Wade has to get back in time and does. Atonis is obviously going to want that shot back, but they don't really have any time to dwell on it. As, oh my goodness, the transition offense here from Emerald Esports early on. They are making so many quick opportunities happen, but a little bit of teamwork and a fantastic touch from Bori there in the midfield. But Atonis with the follow-up gets blocked away by Hugh. Scary moments here for both teams. Good chances going either way. It'll be Atonis up in the corner again, looking for another centering pass. Gets it out. Lachlan can't quite find the shot, but was incredibly close to doing so. And now it's Wade in the backfield. Has Hugh pushing for this one quickly to the near post. Wade touches this one up over the top. Pori, though, underneath, sends it right back to the blue corner. This is Pori with a re-center here. Hugh just a little slow. Not able to get it before it crosses that far post. And here's Wade with a powerful touch on, weaving through and threading the needle for the tying goal with 3:20 on the clock. Fantastic pass off the sidewall there too from Atonis to set that one up. Ball had speed on it, and it made its way right into the back of the net. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. We're all tied up at 1 again. See what these teams can do to get out ahead, as Wade is waiting for this one near the center of the net. Will finally go up for it. A little slow, but the shot goes wide anyway. Here's Mike with the follow-up in the corner, and Atonis will take it away. But let's see who can leave with solid possession here. Looks like Lachlan will get a nice touch, force the back pass, and a good goal line demo, but Hugh, great awareness to touch that one away, and look at the speed coming out of Hugh here to get this one all the way across the field. But Wade sends it right on back, like for his own touch on the back wall, can't find it. Lachlan's follow-up shot just wide and taken away by Mike. Now Mike looking for a second touch. Good challenge against Atonis there. Ball stuck in the midfield, and Wade sends it right back in. That's 1 and almost 2. Pori does make contact with it. The Roadkill Asylum looking to control the ball at the midfield line here. Here's Lachlan jumping for it, and Hugh will send it back towards Wade. Mike and Pori pushing fast for that one. Hugh will take it to the sidewall, looking to make a centering pass happen here. Has a good opportunity, but sends it off the ceiling just a little too hard. Pori's challenge keeps the ball in midfield against Lachlan. Here's Atonis off the sidewall, but instead it's Mike over the top who finds it. And Wade will clear it away. Very fast action happening from both of these teams. We're still looking for high quality scoring chances. The blocks from these defenders have been on point, making sure the ball does not get in front of the net and stopping these scoring chances before they even start. As Hugh pulls off of this one, lets Wade, takes a shot on. Oh my goodness, what a back touch there off the bar and out. Now Atonis on the back foot against Mike. Good touch, good patience there to wait that one out. But here's Hugh looking to take it right back, has 0 boost though. It will not get it done. Atonis eyeing this one up off the sidewall. Goes for a pass across field. Following up his own touch. Will get the back boost take. Lachlan can't find it. Wade, though, back into the corner. Good pressure developing here for Roadkill Asylum. It's Mike taking it away at the near post. Wade eyeing this one up. Gets beat, though. Atonis the only one back. Again, good patience to turn that one around. Big clear. But now you have Mike very far forward in the blue zone. Hugh finds the clear to the opposite corner. It'll be Wade, though, with time to take this ball. All three members, though, right on that portion of the side wall. Mike sends it to the back wall, and Wade takes it away. We've got 1 minute left in regulation. But Emerald Esports have to like the position they're in right now, and Hugh trying to finish it off. It'll be Pori collecting this one in the corner. They have a lot of pressure sustained in these closing moments as Mike sends a lob shot on, bar down and in through the defense. And there's your second goal with 45 seconds on the clock. Emerald Esports take the lead. Sometimes it's the simplest shots that get the job done. And it threw off the defense ever so slightly, enough for it to go bar down and in. And now Asylum has 45 seconds to find an answer, but that's a beautiful kickoff there. And Wade was so close to finishing it off. Lachlan's challenge will get beat by Mike. Tona's trying to catch this one, but sends it to Porty instead. You get a nice lob touch, a little wide of the far post. Wade attempted clear, makes contact. Be Hugh picking it up, and Atonis sends it. Beautiful pass to Lachlan, so close. Just needed to be a little bit farther forward with that speed. This is Mike now in the blue corner, looking to take as much time off the clock as possible. There's 15 seconds for Asylum to find the tying goal here. As time is running out, they've got the ball in the orange zone, but can they maintain it? Mike over the top to the blue corner, pushing this one deep, trying to make it as difficult as possible, and Asylum will have to keep the ball up from here. A lot of people jumping for this ball. Still high up there if they can keep it, but no. Pori clears it to the box, and Emerald Esports come away with a Game 1 victory. Great play from both teams throughout that game. I mean, story of the scoreboard right there. We say it all the time. There are 8 shots on target for Emerald Esports and only 2 on target for Asylum. Also worth noting that Asylum had 7 saves across all 3 other players in that match. So, you know, as fantastic as it is to have a defense that is able and capable of making fantastic saves, it's not something that you can rely on for the length of a best of 5. You need to have a double-sided effort here and be able to shut down the opposition's offense while also getting good clears on your own defensive half. Emerald Esports come away with a Game 1 victory here, but we're on to Game 2 with a fresh 5 minutes on the clock. Tonis can't find it. Lachlan now has to move quickly. Gets that one away down the sidewall, but it's Pori holding it in the zone. Looking for a second touch, can't quite find it. Hughes' follow-up doesn't connect either. Good counterattack opportunity here. If Asylum can push it fast enough, Lachlan will try and carry it to the corner. Past Mike, shot opportunity, top of the box where Wade is. Tried to take a quick shot with it and didn't quite catch it the way he wanted to. And here's Emerald going back the other way. That'll bounce out of the corner nicely and in front of the net. Wade with a good takeaway. Lachlan can follow this one up against Hugh. Has the speed, but Hugh, with good patience, goes that one over the top of Atonis as well. Doesn't get that midfield boost, so Lachlan picks it up, but Mike with a good touch to send it back into the blue zone. Hugh pops it up. Pori's backtracking though, and Lachlan will put it to the far corner. Mike is not there in time, and that was a fantastic shot from Lachlan to get the Asylum crew out in the lead here in game number 2. Great discipline there from Lachlan, and the placement as well. If he put that to the opposite corner from where it scored, Mike had a genuine opportunity of taking that one away. But good shot placement on a capitalization, and Atonis is looking to make it 2 here. Quick shot on. A lot of members committing though. Follow-up shot could go in, and sure enough it does. Wade had the read all the way. You saw every member jumping for that one. That's a triple commit by the textbook. And Roadkill Asylum is up by 2. A little bit of a different story here. Early on in game number 2, is Roadkill Asylum trying to turn up the heat. Let's see what Emerald Esports can do. Is an unfortunate backflip there. Atonis is going to seal it with a demo and a beautiful block off of the fast shot from Mike. That's a scary shot to pull off in Tier 6 down here as Atonis has to jump for this one. Instead, it's Lachlan off the backboard. Little awkward positioning here for the Asylum defense. They've got their backs against the wall, but Atonis will try and clear and relieve some of the pressure. Now it's Lachlan over at the sidewall going up for this one. Finds a touch. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful one at that. Pori comes back over the top, try and push it down the midfield line. Mike now, as Wade shows some offensive aggression, but Mike is getting a very fast push in front. That's in front of the net and cleared away before Pori can find the follow-up shot. Money and Chelsea, welcome on in. Cheering for this roadkill Asylum crew as Atonis has to find the touch against Hugh and does. Follow-up shot from Pori. He's up fast enough to it, but Wade with the accuracy to get a big clear back the other way. And this is a dangerous opportunity for Asylum, but Wade was so close to getting that one. Atonis commits early and gets it. Oh my goodness, what a pass deeper into the corner. Atonis eyeing this one up off the couple misses, but Hugh comes away with it. Now dangerous opportunity here forming for Emerald Esports. They've got a lot of members of Asylum committing very high up off of that play. They got a little too excited, but here's Atonis beating one. Lachlan's challenge will not get it past Pori though. And Pori over the top of Wade means that a fairly open net follow-up shot is in. What a fantastic shot on the recovery from Pori there. And that's the first goal for Emerald Esports. Look at the power on that one, catching it with the spoiler to send it home. We've got 2:20 on the clock for Emerald to find their equalizer. Oh my goodness, we've got a kickoff goal here in favor of Roadkill Asylum. Just like that, the 2-goal lead is given right back. Atonis a little late to the kickoff, but it worked out perfectly. And that's a 3-1 scoreline, just 2 seconds after the last goal for Emerald. Now it's Lachlan, can't find it past Mike, down to the orange corner. Good demolition there from Mike on the follow-up. Let's see if Pori or Hugh get to this one quickly enough. Hugh's waiting in midfield. Pori will pull off, and now Mike is rushing for this one. Mike is really setting the pace here for this Emerald Esports squad as Lachlan can't find it with low boost, misses that back corner as well, so slow clear speed means Pori knew exactly how well he could challenge for that one. That ball's high. Hughes going up for it in the corner. Can't quite get the touch he wanted. Follow-up from Mike is a nice centering pass out to Pori, and it's cleared away from Wade and Atonis on the goal line. Roadkill Asylum playing a little more conservatively here. They know they don't need to score. They just need to keep Emerald out of the back of the blue net, but some awkward defensive positioning here from Asylum could lead to the second goal for Emerald. Mike just barely can't find that one. We can see how far back this Asylum crew is playing as Hugh looks for his second touch on this one. Little bit of a pass. Not so much intentional there for Asylum, but they do get it cleared away for now. Lachlan getting bumped off of that one. Fantastic aggression out of this Emerald Esports squad. And now Mike's going up for this one. Little air dribble action. Atonis sends it away. Now Hugh with the follow-up. Insane amounts of pressure being generated here from Emerald Esports, but they need to crack through the goal line here, and Asylum does not want to let them. Instead, they might take it the other way as Atonis can't quite get it on target. Here's Hugh pushing quickly now for the follow-up. Wade's not there in time. Bar down, and it's in. 35 seconds now on the clock for Emerald to find the last equalizer of game number 2 here and try and come away with a 2-0 series lead. The pressure is still on them to make it happen here. Wade might get a kickoff goal here, and sure enough, off of the touch, an attempted clear. Another kickoff goal for Roadkill Asylum just 2 seconds after they scored, after Emerald scored. It is some very good gameplay, especially when you consider these players are in Tier 6. They're playing fantastic. Obviously, I mean, you expect it from this Roadkill Asylum crew. We've seen them play twice before. There's very clearly a reason that they are 3-0 in this division. But Emerald Esports not playing poorly either. It's just a shame that, you know, both times that Emerald has scored here in Game 2, Roadkill Asylum has responded with a kickoff goal exactly 2 seconds afterwards. But Asylum has to be happy with that outcome. They're going to come away with a Game 2 victory here, barring any miracles. But as time expires and 2 goals the difference, regardless of if this one goes in or not. Roadkill Asylum is going to even up this series at a score of 1-1. Again, looking at the scoreboard here, you know, Roadkill Asylum getting the win. They have more shots, obviously, 6 shots on, as opposed to the 2 they had in game number 1. But saves are still looking similar to how they were in game 1. So maybe the answer for Roadkill Asylum moving into the rest of this series isn't necessarily shutting down the Emerald Esports offense, but rather playing lockdown defense, because if they're able to get a multi-goal differential win with 7 saves on their side, then clearly their defense is doing something correct. And they'll be looking to continue the momentum of game 2 here into game number 3 with another 5 minutes on the clock as we are underway, series all tied up at 1. Our first series of the night that will not be a perfect sweep. But here's Pori, can't find it. Lachlan and Wade miss as well. Hugh will take it to the corner, try and set up an opportunity of his own. And now this is Atonas clearing it up. But it's not out of that deep blue zone just yet. Pori with a little bit of boost to work with, gets the touch that Wade finds. Sends the other way, but here's Hugh sending it right on back. Lachlan's the only one there, wide open net, and Atonas is fast to it. Now looking for this one off the sidewall. Gets a push off, could get a second touch. Great discipline to stay there and try and get a challenge against the attempted clear. And here's Mike going back the other way. Wade, a little touch, it finds its way in front of the box. Lachlan comes in for security to clear that one, but that'll find the center of the field. And Wade puts it right on back. Couple scary opportunities here for the Asylum defense. Oh my goodness, Mike, what a read. Not able to get the finisher there, but fantastic touch. Looking for the centering pass on a little self-dish. Corey comes in, sends the shot up high. And Hugh will pinch it right on back. Fantastic one there, and a good touch from Wade to send it high and away from danger. This is Mike, though, pushing it back in. And the offensive pressure from Emerald Esports really showing itself here. Hugh might get one, and sure enough, he will. 3:36 left on the clock. And Emerald Esports are the first to find the back of the net here in game number 3. Early challenge by Lachlan. Atonas just ever so slightly missing on that jump. And we have Emerald Esports out in front early here in game number 3. Atonas looking to get it right back. Sends a pass over to Wade. The shot is high. Lachlan trying to catch this one and keep it in the zone. Sends it to the sidewall where Hugh will clear it away. Wade is rushing for this one and will get the touch back to the orange corner. Peels off a little bit here, looking for the sidewall. Jumps a little too far back. That's 2 people beat though. Mike rushing for this one. Gets it past Lachlan, top of the box. Follow from Pori is in. Just a string of unfortunate misses there from Roadkill Asylum, but that's all it took with the ball traveling that quickly. And Emerald Esports have flipped the script here in game 3. They are the ones out to the early 2-0 lead. This is Wade now in the blue corner. Gonna do something extra with this ball. Stays at midfield, high and away. Hugh sends it to the blue corner. 3 minutes left in regulation. And here, Mike. There it is, the challenge against Lachlan at the top of the box to force that one to the opposite corner. You had Atonas there in the corner. Wade not coming around in time. And there's a third goal in just over 2 minutes for Emerald Esports as they want to try and run away with this one here. Wade can't quite find it off the sidewall. Lachlan's follow-up is on target, saved away by a little bit of a double commit. But Lachlan...
In a relentless world, connected but alone, trapped by illusion. But there is another path where the battle to belong begins.
I'm new here, but I just want to say, people could save with Geico.
Geico. What a save.
By a little bit of a double commit. Lachlan will peel off of that ball, giving Hugh the opportunity to clear it away. Gets a pass to Tonus as well. Dangerous opportunity here. Wade is waiting at the near post, but Lachlan comes in to take it away. And these Asylum players are working on getting to the ball faster here as the series progresses, but they need to watch out for multiple commits as they do so, as this shot from Pori is going to find its way on target and in for the fourth of game number 3 here for Emerald Esports. Fantastic power on that one, beats the early challenge and the defender jumping. We've seen that happen a couple times this series. And Emerald Esports starting to run away with this one with a little less than half of the time remaining. Q now, pushing for this one. Atonis did go for the back boost steal, which could prove helpful, but not if it's going to get turned around just like that on the counterattack. An unfortunate own goal coming out from Atonis, and you have to question the push for the back boost there right off of the kickoff. Useful to try and steal resources away, but it took Atonis out of the play enough to not come in for a solid defensive rotation. And that's a 5th goal for Emerald Esports here, almost the first, courtesy of Wade for Asylum. Lachlan to follow up, sends it to midfield. Tonus eyeing this one up to try and get a shot on, sends it wide of the post. Hugh, though, keeps it alive at the top of the box. Wade's follow-up just misses. Lachlan to the post. It's at the back wall. It's in a good position. Roadkill Asylum to try and force this one, but instead it's Hugh carrying it out to the midfield. Wade now pushing to the side wall, but has Mike to deal with. As Mike and Pori both jump back, looking for boost, so is Hugh. Opportunity here, but instead, possession goes right back as Pori's jumping from far and away here for style and almost just ran out of boost when they needed it the most. Here's Mike in the blue corner, looking to make it happen. Pops it up high, follow up from Hughes off the back wall. Pori decides against racing for it. Instead, it goes to challenge Lachlan, but can't find it. We've got a little over a minute left in regulation for Roadkill Asylum to at least try and find one on the board here to try and swing some more momentum in their favor. As it's Wade now in the midfield, going for his own touch, gets bumped off by Pori, but Mike wasn't ready to make the save, and there's your first goal for Roadkill Asylum. They've got 58 seconds to get 4 more here, which is a tall task for any team to pull off, but any goals that they can grab here, in the closing moments of game 3 will help them try and swing some momentum back in their favor as they enter game 4, which will be a decisive game in this series as Element Esports look poised to put themselves on double match point. This is Wade now with the challenge, sends it out to midfield. Atonis eyeing this one up. Mike is fast but can't find it. Lachlan now sends it back the other way, but Pori put it right back down. Bump onto Mike to take him off the shot. A huge shot, bar down, second touch, finds its way out of the box. Very close to getting a goal there, but we've got 20 seconds. And Roadkill Asylum is not going to find 4 in this time. Let's see if they can find a consolation one, though. As Emerald Esports will improve to 2-1 in this series and go on double match point heading into game 4. Roadkill Asylum has to win 2 in a row to defend their undefeated streak now. Back and forth affair here between these two teams. Roadkill Asylum just getting their offense completely shut down, held to only 3 shots on target. Looks very, very similar to what we had in game number 1, and with only 1 save credited to the players of Roadkill Asylum, you have to start asking, we talked about if your defense is capable of making a lot of saves, it is something you can rely on, but you obviously would like to shut down the opposition's offense before you have to worry about making fantastic saves on your own. And Emerald Esports capitalized on a lot of chances there that were just easy opportunities for them to finish due to slightly missed rotations recoveries, positioning, things like that. So just general improvements to make going forward into the rest of this series. But it's been well played from both teams so far. And the ball is in the Asylum court right now to try and fight their way back into this series. They need this Game 4 victory to keep their undefeated circuit alive. Another 5 minutes on the clock. As Hugh will collect this one off the kickoff pass to Tonus. Wade now in the corner pushing for this one. Has to be careful. No members from Asylum really around to that back post. Now Tonus is there. But Hugh's follow-up shot to the top of the box. Lachlan with a little bit of a weak touch, but gets it away from Mike. Now has Pori to beat in the corner. So much pressure coming out here as Pori looked for the demo there on Tonus, but couldn't find it. And now Asylum looked to go the other way. Can't find it is Mike. Tonus now in the corner. Little panicked to get that one off, flips away. Wade can't quite find it. Lachlan jumping for it as well off the sidewall, and a good bump from Wade there to get Mike off the ball. Tonus touches this one high and away from the net. Follow up from Hugh is almost there, but it's blocked off instead. And Pori will send this one back to the orange corner, flirting with danger there, sending it in front of the net. As Wade follows this one up, Lachlan looking for it off the back wall. A little bit of a double commit between Mike and Pori, but they'll get away with it for now as Mike is off the sidewall. A little bit under the ball. Pori, though, following it up. Hugh is right behind looking for this one. At the top of the box. They'll go wide and away. Mike, though, keeping the pressure alive. Deep in the zone. Defense has to recover here for Asylum as the pressure just keeps mounting and mounting. As Mike over the top, able to send this one in front of the net, looking for a self-dish. Pori was also there for the shot, though. You gotta think, with a chance to score like that, we've seen it happen multiple times now. A little double commit there from Asylum, and now Hugh's gonna send it right back the other way, possibly passing to Mike instead, takes it on his own. But you gotta think there are a lot of opportunities here for passing plays between these teams that'll work a lot more effectively than going for their own shots. Tonus now finding this one off the sidewall. Pori sends it away, and that was one of the first quality shots on target we've seen from Asylum in a little while here. In this series, their offense has slowed down severely, playing a lot more conservatively. There's Lachlan with a good demo. Tonus sends this one to the back wall. Someone looking for the second touch here. It's wide open. Tonus puts it high and away. Lachlan can't find it. Wade now racing for it. Could get a touch on, but Hugh with a beautiful block will take it right back the other way against Tonus. Clears it right on back. Alpha says once these players get more consistent, they will no longer be in Tier 6. That is absolutely correct. These players are playing very, very well for what I would consider a Tier 6 matchup, as Tonus gets a beautiful clear and catches the defense sleeping. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. And Roadkill Asylum gets the first lead here in game number 4. Fantastic clear there from Tonus. If it's working, it's working. And it's in the back of the net for our first goal here. 2:20 on the clock. For Emerald Esports to find an equalizer and try and close out this series right here, right now, before we get sent to game number 5. It's Mike off the sidewall, touches it down. Tonus can't find off the back wall. Wade with the clear away, but Hugh with the follow-up to send it to the post. Second touch is wide. Lachlan was there to try and make a block, but Mike keeps it alive, and Emerald Esports doing a great job of maintaining pressure out of these corners, but now a good clear going back the other way. And let's see what Asylum can do with this. It's Lachlan at the top. Both players pushed up a little too far to make anything happen there. Mike with a great cut and sends it off the near post. Follow up from Hugh, and Mike's got to be very appreciative of that. It was a fantastic solo effort. Just barely missed on that final touch. Lachlan was maybe expecting a little different, but Hugh finishes that one off, and we're all tied up with 1:36 on the clock. Tonus and Pori now, the captains of these crews, going for that kickoff. 1:30, and Mike might get the second one here. Almost a save coming out from Hugh, flying across the top of that net. But Emerald Esports have awoken here in game number 4. And they get the 2-1 lead, and now the pressure. And they get the 2-1 lead, and now the pressure is on Asylum to find a tying goal and keep themselves alive in this series. Otherwise, both these teams move to 3-1 on the circuit. Heading into week 5, it'll be Lachlan looking to control this one. Gets it past Mike. Hugh jumping forward to try and deflect, and does send it to the side. Atonus in the corner. Almost a rule 1 there. Mike sends this away from the top of the box. This is off the back wall. Mike has a good opportunity to clear it, and does. Powerful one to the sidewall. Pori follows up. Hugh is behind to try and touch this one, and Lachlan can't find it. Demo onto Atonus, and Wade makes a very clutch block there. Now it'll be Lachlan jumping up for this one, but a little slower than Mike. Follow up from Wade is to the back wall. Doesn't find the second touch. Atonus now has to be careful. Very far forward. Mike looking to cut this one in again for another solo effort. And it screams across the box. 30 seconds left right now in regulation for Asylum to find the tying goal. Otherwise, they can kiss this series goodbye as Hugh sends this one wide of the far post. Looking to eat as much time off the clock as possible as Mike looking for the shot. Pops this one up. Follow up from Hugh. Off the back wall, close to the post. It'll be Lachlan taking it away, but only 10 seconds to get a solid push here. This is everybody pushing up for this ball. They send it to the back wall. That was a big commit though. Lachlan can't find it. Has to recover and keep the ball up from here. It's still up towards the back wall, but no members of Asylum are there in time, and the series is over. 3-1 in favor of Emerald Esports. Fantastic series from both teams. GG's. Thank you so much to the members of Emerald Esports and the members of Roadkill Asylum for playing on stream. I very much appreciate it. I hope you had fun. It was a fantastic series. GG to you, Mike. And congratulations, Emerald Esports, on taking down Roadkill Asylum by a score of 3-1. Both teams here in the spring circuit will now move to 3 wins and 1 loss. So that is the result of that match. It was an absolutely fantastic one. Let me go back to here and turn this music on, and I will send a quick message out for something. Pori, GG's, and thank you so much for the follow. Let's see. I'm gonna send a message out real quick. Let's see. Number 420. I think that was actually 421 Alpha by my count. I believe Pori was the 421st follow. Lachlan, I did just send you a message on Discord. It's completely up to you, but let me know. For those of you who don't know, I'm gonna add a chat command about this Alpha eventually. But for those of you who don't know, post-game interviews are open to teams that make repeat appearances on my stream. Obviously, this is the yeah, Alpha. There's no action that needs to be taken right now, but I'm just voicing it so that you hear it. I'm going to be adding a chat command about post-game interviews, about how they are open to repeat teams on the stream. Yeah, I did completely forget, and so I'm making the chat command to remind myself that if teams make repeat appearances, they are allowed to have a post-game interview, because obviously trust is established there. Looks like I do have a post-game interview here with at least Lachlan. So we'll go ahead and get that going. Let me hop into my streaming channel. And Frontier King, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Everybody's coming. I see Atonus in there. Let me turn on this music ever so slightly so that it's not overbearing. Okay, but yeah, that's what I was going for. It'll be post-game interviews for repeat teams. I get multiple bookings, everything like that, because I want to keep doing this. So, all right. Watching Lachlan, a very professional commentary though, very nice. Frontier King, I very much appreciate that, and thank you so much for the follow. I am very glad that you enjoyed it. It means a lot to me, so thank you. We are going to talk real quick. Let me mute myself on Discord. We are going to talk real quick with some of the members of Roadkill Asylum, and they made their way in. Are we having an appearance from Wade, or are we rocking with the two of you for tonight?
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure
just
where
us
it's
two.
happening.
All right, sounds good. So, for those of you on stream, welcome to post-game interview number 2. Actually, give me just 1 second as I new MMR just hit diamond today. We'll book again because I'm trying to be in an interview. Short thing for you. Sounds good. I appreciate it. But right now, we are talking with Atonus and Lachlan, 2 of the members of Roadkill Asylum, coming off of that Week 4 matchup against Emerald Esports. I guess first question, thoughts about how that one went down, just general feelings?
Well, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Very blunt, that one hurt.
Yeah. Indeed,
I did
very
not
blunt.
feel we should have done that bad. I feel like we should have kept it a lot closer than we did. I think we let our emotions get to us. Locke was yelling it in the game, and he was 100% right the entire time.
Yeah, that's completely fair. I know in the last post-game interview we talked about keeping emotions in check, especially when going down during a series. And so obviously that's a very important thing for any team to get a hold of. But you know, I'm interested, I guess, in you know, the thought process going into like when you get, obviously IGL spring circuit is 6 regular season matches. When you get to that 3-0 start, is there a point, like either at that point or before, that kicks in that starts to go like, we're at the top of the division, other teams are looking to us? Does that ever factor into things?
Honestly, that never crosses my mind.
Really?
Yeah, if somebody's looking towards us to beat, that's on them. That's not something we need to worry ourselves with. It just means there's a target on our back and we need to play where we need to play.
That's an interesting take. Lachlan, I don't know if you differ in any way, but...
Yeah, no, I feel like it's kind of, we just try to play every game each week, just take it as a new series. Obviously, yeah, with the 3-0 lead, I think we came in with hoping to get the 4-0, but today it just wasn't one of those days that we were playing very well. Even in our warm-ups, I feel like we were kind of off. So just one of those days we just couldn't shake off the rust.
That's totally fair. It happens from time to time. I will say, before we go, because I do need to set up for one last match tonight, but I will say there was support in the chat on this side saying that all the players on the pitch looked like they were going above and beyond the tier 6 calibers. So again, I want to congratulate you. I mean, despite the loss on the circuit so far, hopefully we get to see some more of you, and hopefully, you know, in higher tiers going forward in the IGL. So any closing remarks from either of you?
Again, yeah, thanks for casting us. We're glad you've been able to do 3 out of the 4. We appreciate your support and support for the IGL community.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, it's been a pleasure having you on stream, Atonus and Lachlan. Have a beautiful rest of your night, and thank you.
Thank you. You too.
All right. That was good. I like doing those post-game interviews. Those are fun. Sai, what's up? Says Galgan, best caster ever. Thank you, Sai. And Pori, I appreciate the follow, and I appreciate you looking out for repeat bookings. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. I hope everybody had a great time playing on stream, because that is what matters, is that everybody here has a great time. That is what makes me the happiest. What is on your face? These are blue light glasses, Timmy. I'm wearing them so that I don't get migraines, because I've been staring at my computer for approximately like 12 hours the past 7 days. So that is the only reason that I'm wearing